Good morning. Thanks for streaming with us. We're glad to have you. You can tell sun's coming out a little earlier than the last several days, even though we've got kind of the same pattern. The temperature inversion may be weakening a little bit. The upper level high is just getting stronger, and the relative humidity values, the amount of moisture is decreasing as well. That's all adding up to a little more sunshine. I think that's exactly what we're going to see rest of the week and into the weekend. So hopefully you're doing well. Let's get to the maps. First of all, let's see if, we got a lot of folks on, so thanks for logging on. All right, let's take a look out there. Here's the maps. Now, the big story of the day, it's heat, and it's heat index, but the big story was the celestial event. You know, usually when we have some kind of an astronomical event here in South Texas, either we've got cloud cover or we're in the wrong place. And this time around, we had both this morning. We had a lot of cloud cover, and we weren't going to see it anyway because we were in the wrong place. Nearest portions of the U.S. that saw a partial eclipse was Minnesota, Wisconsin, the Midwest, New England states, eastern states. But this total eclipse was kind of wasted, and I hate to say it that way. But the reason I say it was kind of wasted is the totality, or the area of total eclipse, was in places where people just don't live for the most part. Extreme northern Russia, Greenland, northern Canada, that's where the total eclipse was. There was partial parts of Russia, Europe, and New England, and also the Midwest. So, but we're getting ready for the big event that's going to be happening right here in South Texas. It's going to be April 8th, 2024. We're going to have a total eclipse, and totality is going to be right on the edge of San Antonio. But say from Eagle Pass to Mountain Home, something like that, around Los Maples, it's going to be a total eclipse, and it's going to last up to 4 minutes. Let's just hope we don't have cloud cover on that day. So, all right, this is what it looks like outside right now. We're looking partly cloudy, I guess. Well, actually mostly cloudy by this view. Just looking outside, kind of mostly cloudy, but a little sun is peeking through already. Hey, I want to say hi to some folks out there this morning. Kylie, hi, how are you doing? Michael, hi, how are you? Hopefully you're doing great, and thanks for joining us this morning. Temperature this morning, we got down to 75. Which is a little bit above average, about 3 degrees, nowhere near the record of 58 set back in 1955, and the temperature outside right now is 81 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. A couple things that I'm watching. The heat index, again, is going to be right around 100 degrees, about 101, something in that vicinity. Upper high stays strong through the weekend. Heat index values will be in the upper 90s to near 100 for the next several days, all the way through the weekend and into early next week. I see a chance for scattered showers and storms next week. Probably not a whole lot, but popcorn showers and storms with the heating of the day. Temperature right now is 81 degrees. Catula's at 83 already. Beeville 87. Victoria coming in at around 86. I'm going to get on a little soapbox this morning. Hopefully you don't mind. We're talking about dew points and how much moisture is in the atmosphere. The dew point temperature outside right now is 71. Some places, though, it's in the mid to upper 70s, which really is high. Anything above 60 is pretty high. You get into the 70s, and you're really feeling it, and that's why the last couple of days it has been really humid with high heat index values. The heat index right now is 85. Look at these 90s, though. Beeville's at 98, what it feels like. Victoria feels like 96. Port Lavaca feels like 100 already. What time is it? It's not even 11 o'clock this morning, so high heat index values. Let me go back to these dew points real quick, and here's my point, is the dew points, they're high, and the dew points are going to stay high really throughout the day. They started off this morning in the lower 70s, and later on this afternoon, guess where the dew points are going to be? Dew points are going to be in the lower 70s, just not changing very much at all. So here's my soapbox. Relative humidity. A lot of folks look at relative humidity. Earlier this morning, relative humidity was 95%, okay? Temperatures and dew points were very close together. Relative humidity this afternoon, 41%. What does that tell you? I mean, is it going to be drier this afternoon? No, I just showed you the dew points basically the same all day long. Relative humidity, it's going to be 41%, but what does that tell you? Really doesn't tell you much. The dew points being the same, that tells you that it's going to stay humid all day long. Relative humidity, so you got to be asking yourself, what's relative humidity good for? Well, it's good in the morning for saturation, to see how close you are to maybe fog production. Other than that, dew point's just the way to go. I mean, that's how you're going to tell how humid it is. On this map here, the contours, I've got all humidity, basically dew points. Look how much green. It's very humid across Texas, Oklahoma, deep south. Of course, the dry line, west of that dry line out towards El Paso. El Paso might as well be in New Mexico or Phoenix, or in Arizona, I should say. Same kind of dryness, very dry out towards El Paso, but because of the influence of the Gulf of Mexico, very humid here, and especially with all the soil moisture that we have seen lately. Now, we've got the humidity in place, but we don't have any frontal boundaries, no outflow boundaries, nothing that's going to trigger shower activity. Matter of fact, in the upper levels, we've got the opposite. We've got an upper level ridge of high pressure that's just kind of pushing down, and I think that upper level ridge of high pressure is going to just kind of stay strong through the weekend. And you know, I've been talking about this all week. Computer models have a tendency to weaken these upper level highs prematurely, and you can see how strong this high stays all the way through Sunday. Now, it's kind of been going back and forth on how strong it's going to be on Monday. I suppose we could have a chance for a shower on Monday. I've left it out of the forecast, but definitely by the time we get to Tuesday and Wednesday, I think that high will have weakened enough. Plus, we'll have an easterly flow in the atmosphere, and that tends to make things more tropical. And so I think we've got a chance for some scattered showers for Tuesday, Wednesday, and into Thursday. Also, and I probably shouldn't talk much about this, but I'm going to. Down in the southern portions of the Gulf of Mexico, we're going to have a persistent area of showers and storms. And this time of the year, that's just not a good idea. It's something definitely to monitor. So I'm going to be monitoring that there in the southern portions of the Gulf of Mexico as we head into next week. It's that time of the year. Water temperatures are definitely warm enough, and I just don't like to see showers and storms just kind of fester and linger down there in the Gulf of Mexico. So that kind of bears watching as we head into next week. Nothing to get excited about, but definitely watching that. Hey, Megan, how are you doing? You know, I look down and I'm like, any hurricane activity? Well, there's no hurricane activity, but like I said before, going to really need to watch the southern portions of the Gulf of Mexico, Bay of Campeche, over the next week or so. So then nothing, we're just watching at this point, right? Rico, hey, how are you doing? I'm going to shout out to you, Rico. God bless you too. Okay, so we'll be watching that. Here's the forecast, the way I see it over the next several days. Let me get to it. Well, I could just hit the button. Now let's do this. All right. Here's your aquifer. 670.8 did go down just a little bit over the last 24 hours, but we're doing fantastic. I mean, from April, we've gone from the low 640s to 670. Excellent. In June, we're above average. June is 662.9 or 663, so we're above, and 10-day average is well above 660, so we're doing really well with the aquifer. Moles light, pigweed is light. Here's your 7-day forecast. Before I get to the 7-day, though, the new report came out on ENSO, and you're probably saying, what is ENSO? It's the La Nina El Nino, the phase that we're in, the what do they call it? Telekinetic from the Pacific, the whole wave pattern of what's going on. It looks like we're going to stay kind of in a neutral phase with the El Nino, La Nina. So not an El Nino, not a La Nina, and that usually means that hurricane activity will be pretty active. And the forecast from a couple months ago kind of pointed to that. And it looks like it's going to be above average hurricane season, so we'll be watching it. All right, so 92 for a high today. Heat index about 101. Partly cloudy skies. Tomorrow, really Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and into Monday. Lows in the low to mid 70s, highs in the mid 90s. It's going to be hot each and every day. The humidity should come down just a little bit. So instead of being above 100 as far as heat index, upper 90s, close to 100. It's going to be hot. It's going to feel like summer, Saturday, Sunday. You see the averages for this time of the year, just a little bit above average. Now, we'll tell you this. If we hadn't had so much rain in April and May, with this kind of a pattern, we'd easily be at 100 degrees or 101, 102. Instead, we're 94, 95. Now, it's going to feel like about 100 degrees, so it's all about the same. It all comes out in the wash, really. Monday, 94. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 20% chance of some showers and some storms. They'll be really hit and miss. At least that's the way it looks at this point. And again, Monday on Flag Day, I could have thrown in a 20% chance as well. And high temperatures next week in the lower 90s. Saying hi to a few more folks before I go. Michael, I know it's just hot, man. It's South Texas. That's just the way it is. Here's the deal. Honestly, Michael, I'm glad you didn't really bring it up, but you kind of made me think of something. I think I'd almost rather take a temperature of 102, 103 and dry. At least it might feel like 99 instead of 93, 92 with the heat index of 103 because the humidity will just kill you. So either way, in South Texas, if the sun is out, it's going to be hot. All right. Well, enjoy the day. Make sure to watch us at noon, 4, 5, 6, and 10. And I'll be around again tomorrow morning. And I will see you tomorrow morning here on KENS 5. And again, we thank you so much for streaming with us. We really appreciate it. And have a great Thursday. And we'll round out the week tomorrow on Friday. All right. We'll see you later.